And we're back. It's John.
Hey, it's Paul.
And it's Eric.
It's What If Geeks. And today we are doing our part 1 of the Monster Mash. I'm going to let Eric play around with his board for a while. we didn't have enough time to fuck around with the sound, so let's fuck it. We're messing around playing music in the background, so you should be able to hear that. We are doing the Monster Mash.
We don't owe this guy money, do we?
Fucking, I don't know. By the time he finds us.
Right.
Anyway, we are doing the Monster Mash. This is going to be a kind of a battle royal NCAA bracket tournament of classic and mainstream pop culture monsters and creatures and shit like that. So we've got a random 27 monsters that we got in this this bucket here.
We've got a bucket full of names of monsters, ghouls, murderous clowns, psychos, and everything else.
Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you. Smart.
And at least
Late
one
entry.
fish.
Late
And
entry.
right, and one giant fish. We're gonna pull them out. We're gonna do so. This is the first round. We're gonna do 16 fights.
Yep.
And
So not everyone's going to be used.
right, somebody may be left out. Somebody may get a poor draw. It might be, Freddy versus Jason. It might be, who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
It might be Pennywise versus King Kong.
Yeah, and I think, and the basic rules we came up with because we tried to figure out the logistics of Chucky versus the Thing, and that was just like, well, Chucky's just gonna get torn apart by the Thing in like 2 seconds. So instead of having them actually physically fight, which we do think would be funny, we figured we'd use the character as a representation of their body of work, and then the three of us would kind of just do a quick, brief rundown of why we find whoever scary, and then we vote on whoever is the scarier one. And I guess scariest is about what we're going for now, right? What just scared the hell out of us?
Yeah.
The most? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Halloween, it's horror. It's whoever scared the shit out of us the most.
I'm sure that this will breed a lot of opinions and right counter arguments, and this could go on forever. And it is the sort of thing that in the comment section and whatever, there can be a lot of discussion about. No way, so and so would win in a fight, or so and so's movies are way better. Tough shit. This is us.
Yeah. See, there's something going on with that hookup because now it's coming out of the phone. That's all right. Fuck the music for now. We'll play around. I'm having technical difficulties. Anywho, while we're on the subject of these debates, if you go to our Facebook page, What If Geeks, right, you go find us. Eric took the liberty of putting a bunch of these actually physically fighting each other on there to see what it would sound like or what people would think of.
Yeah.
And he's the goodest boy of all. So we figured we'd he threw a few of those on there just to see what you guys thought, and there was a handful of you that don't know if our social media is crossing each other, like those that listen to our podcast are actually on the Facebook. Only a couple of people are, but some of you had some pretty good opinions about it, as far as who should win between like Lubin the Leprechaun and was it Chucky?
Chucky.
Yeah.
Which actually ended up being like a tight race. It was almost 50-50 in the end.
Yeah. And good comments.
Oh yeah. So that's something that we want to keep going. So check out our Facebook page and let us know what you guys think. And when I find there's a list of them that okay, there you go. There's a list of you guys that actually like our Facebook page, and there's something else I commented to these guys is we should probably start interacting with some of you through the show a little bit. So like there's a laundry list of you guys that have suddenly started liking us, so thank you for that. It was like an explosion of people that jumped on there. I keep getting notifications like so-and-so likes your page.
Yeah.
There's just like a handful of you guys. I mean, we got like the old school ones like Leona, who I grew up with. Like and my brother Mike, they're on there. Martha, Marty, she's on there, of course, and Ann. And then you got like random people on here like, let's see if I can't butcher somebody's name. We got Clemente Moreno, he's on there. David Harris, Jessica Ann, I don't know who you are. Hi. Lori Predmore, Chad Flaherty. There's a handful of you guys on here that maybe we'll start giving you guys shout outs on here just to say what's up. So maybe if we actually start to get multiple people listening, we'll dedicate episodes to you guys or some shit. We'll do something stupid. I don't know. See how much you guys actually like
This is for you, Tegan Monroe.
Yeah, there you go. That was the first one I noticed, like the big explosion. Right. So here you go. Tegan, this is for you. All right. So to start the Monster Mash off with Tegan, I'll pull the first name.
Right, here we go.
See what happens.
Fight 1 is...
The Creeper.
The Creeper.
What the hell did you get in there?
The Creeper. All right, I got...
Versus...
Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein.
Jeez. We got
All
a
right,
lot of
so
dead air in here.
which Frankenstein's monster is probably the most important question?
What's Fight 2?
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Oh, we're going to do them all like this?
Yeah, just let's get them all out of the way. So
Oh, okay.
Then I'll go in, I'll edit out the dead air.
I got Cujo. So it's
Cujo.
Pennywise versus Cujo.
Pennywise versus Cujo.
Stephen King.
That's right.
Nice. What you got, Eric?
I have Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. Really?
We could get rid of him if you want. I suppose all the other ones are
No,
pretty good.
fuck that. Keep him in there. Why are you trying to hold my hand? Somehow I managed to get a second creeper in there.
So who's against
I got
Jack Frost?
The Thing.
The Thing. Oh, well, I know where that one's going.
Brundlefly.
Ooh.
Nice.
I got Chucky.
All right, starting at the top of the next one, I got Predator.
Ooh.
Who could possibly fight the Predator?
Not this guy, Babadook.
Oh, Jesus. The Werewolf.
Which werewolf? American Werewolf in London? Uh-oh.
Teen Wolf.
Uh-oh. Versus Jason. Poor bastard.
Paul, you haven't gone in a while. Yeah, there you go.
Take a paper, you.
Candyman.
All right, Candyman.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
No.
Jaws. All right. All right. I got the Demogorgon from, or the Demogorgon. Right, from,
Nice.
Oh, from Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Yeah.
Victor Crowley.
Oh, Victor Crowley. Hatchet.
All right, so those are your 16. I guess we can just chuck all the pieces of paper in there for now because we're not going to use them again.
We should have just drawn and argued it and drawn again.
Fuck it, nah. Let's get it all done because that way I can get rid of the dead air in one spot. All right, so we have the first one. Creeper versus Frankenstein. Who wants to do this argument first? Nobody. Okay, good.
Well, I really haven't been scared by any Frankenstein's monster movie. The closest one was probably Mary Shelley's, I guess. But that's because they made Frankenstein like sort of a person with feelings, and the whole thing with the girl Frankenstein was kind of creepy.
Right.
But I still wouldn't call it scary. It's not Jeepers Creepers scary. It's not a crazy guy with weapons made of human bones driving mind-controlled trucks and whatever the hell else the creepers got going.
I think the only thing that Frankenstein has going for it is in its day, that was creepy. Like, that was considered scary. And the scene where the little girl is picking the flowers by the river and Frankenstein's monster comes up against her, comes up and interacts with her.
Up to her, not up against her.
Yeah, sorry.
That's a completely different movie. You know what? He's way... Now he's the creeper.
That's right.
This is off to a great start.
She ends up floating, you don't see it, but she ends up floating face down in the river.
Yeah, she's done.
Yeah. And I know that scene in its day was disturbing to some, but yeah, it's not Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, as much as I like Frankenstein because he's a classic monster, or the Frankenstein monster is the classic monster, I got to give it to the creeper. Because he's just, I don't know. You see that thing flying at you out of nowhere, and then that truck? Yeah. All right, now a caveat to that movie, and then we can move on, because this is a quick win already. When you're driving, you get cut off by this asshole, and then you see some hulking dude dumping a body down a sewer pipe. Your first reaction is to turn around and go check it out?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? You fucking got what you deserved. Wayne, you get what you deserve.
Yeah.
So, call back to the Joker. All right, Creeper wins. Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
Pennywise, the dancing clown, versus Cujo, the mangy mutt.
So, were this 1980, I don't know, 7, I would probably give it to Cujo. But having the It remakes and the way better special effects and the way creepier clown, because that's the clown that should have been in the
first
in the original movie. I mean, I would have to give it to Pennywise on this one.
I agree.
And I don't know if there's any plans for a Cujo remake, but
I'd love to see one.
There's an Everything remake, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, give it a minute. Exactly.
So, are we all in agreement? That was easy too.
I think so.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Cujo was scary to me as a kid, but I mean, this new clown and new Pennywise is.
If I was a kid now, Pennywise would absolutely terrify.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, he can turn into Cujo.
Right.
So,
right.
So fuck that.
That's true. That's true.
So, all right, Pennywise, you win. That was easy. This is going to go a lot quicker than I thought. All right. Jack Frost versus The Thing.
I'm easily giving it to The Thing.
Is this even a fight?
Yeah. I mean, Jack Frost is almost a comedy horror, right? I mean, it's not, but I mean, there's gore in it and stuff, but I mean, it's kind of a ridiculous concept.
Yeah.
I don't know. Come on, no.
I want to hear you argue for Jack Frost. Do it.
I can't.
All right. This is going to be real easy, I think.
Brundlefly versus Chucky. All right, now seriously, all right. This is getting into more like I got it. The Thing versus Jack Frost. The Thing was obviously more terrifying. But just the fact that I just did a physical fight in my head between the two of them, and I was like, no, that ain't gonna happen. But now these two, Chucky and Brundlefly. Brundlefly would be Seth Brundle combined with a fly in the movie The Fly.
Jeff Goldblum's character.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. Going after a young Gina Davis, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Very young Gina Davis. That was.
Yeah.
Anybody have the year on that one? That was a long
we'd
time
have to look
ago.
it up. She was good looking. That poor girl. She got traumatized for the rest of her fucking life. Now, I will say the whole
86.
As he turned into the Fly, yeah, it scared me. But now, like, you take Chucky, right? The whole voodoo thing where like, this doll keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. It got campy after a while, but I don't know. I'd have to say the Fly probably scared me more because of
the Fly is more of like a slow burner though, because he kind of gradually makes that transformation and his skin starts sloughing off and he looks like the I don't know, the governor from Dune or something with boils all over his face.
Right.
And
yeah.
It like goes slow and it was kind of freaky. Even with 1986 special effects, I think they did a pretty good job with it.
They did a really good job with it.
But yeah, Chucky. And again, Chucky has a franchise advantage here of having multiple movies.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, The Fly 2 was about his son, but, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely lean Chucky, especially with the remake, whatever the hell you want to call what just happened.
Yeah.
I watched it not too long ago.
This is the AI Chucky?
Yeah, the AI one. And it was good. Mark Hamill is an amazing voice actor. I mean, we knew that already from Batman, but he does a really good job on that movie. And it's creepy watching the differences between the two Chuckies. They paid attention to it. Like, for example, like in the old Child's Play movies, when Chucky comes at you like with a knife or a scalpel or whatever, he's brandishing the knife, like a serial killer, right? Because he's the soul of a serial killer and a doll. In this one, he's watching like horror movies with the kids, and like you see him mimicking the movie, like, oh, because they're laughing at the kills. So he's like, and all he's really trying to do is like please the kid. So he's like, well, he likes that. He thinks it's funny, but it's because he's fried, and like all of his inhibitors are off, right? So he's a fucked up thing. But the whole aspect of AI going haywire is kind of cool, and they play on the AI where it's not a real living thing. So like when he grabs a butcher knife and he starts coming after somebody, he's walking and he's trailing the tip of the blade on the ground behind him, like just like he doesn't really know how to hold it.
Right.
It's just like on the ground, and you're like, what the fuck? It was kind of creepier, than like the actual doll coming at you.
But the whole setup of adorable child's toy come to life murderous rampage is pretty scary.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing's cute at first, and then everything that's cute about it turns really demonic and scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I give, outside of the actual sight of the fly being scarier, I give this one to Chucky.
Yeah, it's funny. I hadn't really ever thought about it, but
I started out giving it to the fly immediately because it was like, it's Chucky and he's cheesy, but he's not really.
But Chucky gets really jacked up too. Remember, like one of the movies, he gets like sort of melted and burned. And
oh yeah.
He actually gets pretty jacked up too, and then makes him even more freaky.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm with you.
And by the way, every YouTube video when they take a little person and they put him in the Chucky outfit and he jumps out of like a bus stop.
Holy shit, those are amazing.
At Walmart or at a bus stop or wherever, and people just lose their minds. Like, those are hysterical.
Yeah, those are great. Let's see. All right, next. Predator versus Babadook.
So Babadook is freaky. It plays off that what was it? It's like a Japanese concept for horror, I think. Like they did with Samara, and there was another one too.
The Grudge.
The Grudge, yeah. Where you got like this sort of creepy thing that pops up, and you just mostly see the face a lot.
Okay. I actually haven't seen the whole thing all the way through.
Have you seen the whole thing all the way through?
No.
Oh well, then this is going to be an easy one too.
Well, because I also. Not initially. I didn't ever really think. It wasn't until later on that I even remotely considered Predator a horror movie. But it is. I mean, it's a slasher movie.
It is, but it feels like an action movie a lot, especially the original Predator. Feels like an action movie more than it does a horror movie.
Especially you got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I'm here, kill me.
Yeah.
And so, is the Predator scary though? Did you have any nightmares about Predator? I mean, I didn't. I never thought of it.
Scary about him is when he takes his mask off the first time and his face opens up.
Oh, he's
kind of
got
like
that
the creeper, the
bug face or whatever the hell it is. I don't know.
But it can also be, he can become mostly invisible. Yeah. Like he's got a lot of cool powers.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to be a predator. I wanted all that cool shit.
It's the opposite. All right, but I guess he wins by default if you guys haven't seen.
Well, yeah. I heard Babadook is good. I just haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen clips. All right, what do you guys think? Werewolf versus Jason.
Well, it doesn't matter which werewolf. I would give this to Jason. Any of the werewolves are not nearly as scary as.
Are we gonna get through this entire fucking Monster Mash in one night?
We might.
We're gonna have to get another bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I mean, while again the werewolf is a classic monster, and they're kind of scary. I mean, I don't know. They've been played out, I think, over time. Someone's got to make a really cool current werewolf movie to get them back in the limelight, you know? Because there are cool ones, like Dog Soldiers is a really good one if you haven't seen that. It's more of a Night of the Living Dead, house surrounded by werewolves kind of thing.
Right.
It's cool. It's about soldiers that suddenly realize, oh, we're being attacked by werewolves, not just like fighting a war. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, outside of, Jason in space, outside of that one, I'd have to give this one to Jason.
This is a Jason.
Yeah, this is definitely a Jason. All right. This is easier and easier. All right. Boom. Hi. Candyman.
You've got mail.
Yeah. Candyman.
Candyman versus Jaws.
Okay, so Candyman legit scared me as a kid. Like, I didn't want to look in a mirror or anything after watching that movie for the first time.
Yeah.
What is that? See, you're trying to fuck me up now. No, it legit scared me. Now
it's coming out of my phone and nothing.
The sequel stuff, whatever. But the first one was.
The first one's scary. Jaws legit scared me as a kid. I wouldn't let my arms dangle over my bed. Like I would pretend my bed was the boat, and so I had to keep my arms inside couldn't let them hang off the side.
Yeah. I was convinced there was a fucking shark in my bathtub. I don't know how he got there, but he was there waiting for me. Surprise attack.
Yeah, I didn't have that trouble. I, of course, lived in the Midwest. And there was
He was
definitely
smarter than us.
definitely no sharks anywhere around. But yeah, I don't know.
It is terrifying. The idea of getting eaten by an animal is like
Oh, I fucking hate gators. I don't know why I live in this state.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. So like the idea of getting eaten now, the idea of getting killed by a
Hook
wielding creeper, giant dog, killer clown, right? Any of these other things, little doll come to life, right? Predator, like yeah, it's all terrible. But there's something elemental to the idea of getting eaten by a shark.
Well, I guess it's a legit creature that actually exists, right? I mean, Jaws is basically just a big great white.
Yeah,
And that could really be.
That could be really good. Yeah. And like, all right, that opening scene when she's out skinny dipping in the water or whatever,
Yeah.
and just that, like when he first hits her, and she starts like panicking.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a straight panic attack in the water, and that breathing that she does.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I was done. I was like, yep, this movie's got me.
Well, and you don't see the shark for I don't know the first hour of the movie, something like that.
No.
And we all know why you didn't see the shark.
Yeah.
Because he didn't work.
Right.
So, which made him even more terrifying, which is great. I don't know. I got to give it to Jaws on this one.
Going into Jaws.
I would go Jaws.
Yeah, one other thing not to forget about Candyman, because it's kind of freaky, those fucking bees. Bees that like fly out of his mouth and fucking climb inside your nostrils and shit. I don't know what movie they did. In one movie, he like covered a whole city in the bees. What the hell was that? He covered like all of New Orleans. It might have been like Candyman 3 or something.
Sure.
Oh. All right. We'll give it to the Jaws. All right.
This was about the closest one, though. Because Candyman scared the hell out of me, too. All right, last one in this round. The Demogorgon from Stranger Things versus Victor Crowley.
From Hatchet.
Victor Crowley is an ugly mutant dude, but that Demogorgon has all kinds of CGI advantage on him for being ugly and freaky.
Yeah.
On top of that, it has an other world that it drags people into, the Upside Down.
Yeah, and like when you get into the Upside Down, that's my first thing is you might as well just kill me because I don't know what I'm ingesting in this place.
Right.
Shit's floating in the air. I've got 5 different kinds of cancer. Fuck it. Just no.
He's got that scary flower face, like that scary kind of open flower face.
The scary open flower face. Coin that. Somebody market that.
Right.
I'm sure no one's ever said that before. Scary open flower face. Yeah, I guess we got to go Demogorgon on this one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Demogorgon it is. All right, gentlemen, we are done with round one. That only took about 27 minutes. Shall we just keep going? I know we were going to do a part 1 and part 2 of this damn thing, but this kind of breezing through pretty quick. There hasn't been much of a fight.
It really hasn't.
Should we just finish it?
Yeah, let's finish it.
Okay. All right. Back.
All right. So now,
see, best laid plans of mice and men.
In the quarterfinals, fight 1 is the Creeper versus Pennywise.
Yeah. Well, as cool as your fucking truck is, sorry. There's no way I see Pennywise not winning this fight. I mean, he scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The Creepers, he legit creeped me out, though. But he also seemed kind of cheesy compared to like almost anybody else on this list. Like, he seemed like he wanted to be scary,
right?
So
Pennywise's whole thing is fear, right? That's
you just
feeds off.
You channeled your stuttering Bill.
Yeah.
That was great. Oh shit! Yeah, so it's got to go Pennywise. I'm sorry, he's going. I don't know how he's going to get beat on this side of the bracket, but we'll see. I think the Thing might come close, but probably not. All right, Pennywise it is. All right, now you have Paul digging through our bucket to see who's left, because I guess we can.
We can have like
we can bring in some more.
We can have some like bonus fights or an undercard.
We can actually have them fight. We can talk.
Yeah.
We can discuss how fun it would be to see some of these idiots fight. All right, Chucky versus the Thing.
Oh, so Pennywise won that fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have
I'm sorry. Did you leave the room? No.
The Thing versus Chucky.
I like Chucky. I do, but I find him more amusing than I do scary. And they were just that part with the defibrillator in the thing when it just opens up and takes that dude's arms off. Like, yeah, fuck that. That one got me. I remember I was young when I watched it.
That movie is scary.
Yeah, that movie is straight scary, and you still never know who the hell the thing is at the end of it. That's cool. Side note for the thing: did you realize apparently if you spoke Norwegian or Swedish, whatever the fuck it was, the guys that are yelling to them in the beginning, the very beginning of the movie when they're running after the dog, if you speak whatever language they're shouting in, Swedish or Danish or whatever, they're actually saying, "That's not a dog. That's not a dog. It's some kind of thing."
Oh wow!
Yeah, so they give away the whole fucking movie.
Oh, that's funny.
At the very beginning of the.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah. And they do that a few times where they give away the whole movie, like in the very, like not just that one. They do it in Iron Man as well. They when they open up the movie with the hostage scene, and they're speaking Arabic or whatever.
Oh right.
Yeah, if you speak whatever dialect they're speaking, they're talking to Obadiah Stane, telling him, "Hey, we've got. You didn't tell us the target was Tony Stark.
Right.
We got So they give away the whole thing right in the very first 2 minutes of the movie.
Strange.
So they do that in the thing. It was pretty cool. Which, just like the straight audacity of somebody to be like, hey, watch this, they're never going to get this. And they do it. That's amazing.
So we're advancing the thing?
I'd have to advance the thing on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, so this semifinals is going to be aliens.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Extraterrestrial
Right.
fight.
You've got...
And we actually could end up with aliens on the other side if we're not careful.
We have Predator and Jason, and then Jaws versus the Demigorgon.
Demigorgon's not exactly alien, but
it's on
actually,
the world.
we don't know what
we don't
he
know
extra-
what the fuck it is.
Extra dimensional, at least.
Yeah.
All right, so Predator versus Jason. Again, for just straight scare factor, when we're going with scare factor, I gotta give this shit to Jason.
I give this to Jason
Yeah.
too.
Straight up,
Easy.
right?
I mean, he's murdered like 160 people. He
Killed
possessed
somebody
people.
in a fucking sleeping bag.
Right.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Picked that chick up in a sleeping
Slammed
bag
her in the
and slammed
tree.
her into a fucking tree.
Yeah.
Like, you animal. Jesus. I mean, I guess that's how you solve the cold and warm spots of a Hot Pocket, but... All right, Jason, that was an easy one. You win. All right, Jaws and the Demigorgon.
This is so unfair because I saw Jaws when I was like, I don't know, 8 years old or something.
Yeah, me too.
And
Yeah.
the Demogorgon when I was like 36.
I was about to say the same thing.
I was
Plus or minus a few years.
yeah.
Asshole.
But the Demogorgon was still a little bit scary. It was a little bit freaky, despite that vast age difference. It's a different kind of freaky though, because there's more.
Here's the thing for me with the Demigorgon. Like, it comes into your world, right, and it'll drag you off into his.
Yeah.
Flip side, Jaws. Outside of Jaws 4, when apparently he went all the way down the coast to hunt one woman, it's really weird.
Yeah, he's got really pissed off at Michael Caine and like followed him all the way to the Bahamas.
Yeah. It was. He was out for it. I mean, Jaws: The Revenge.
Yeah.
Duh.
Was it Michael Caine?
Yeah, it was like
Something like that.
Sheriff Brody's wife.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I don't know. Her and her son or whatever he was after. He was specifically after the family because they killed all his or her family, whatever it was. I don't know. It was dumb. Anyway, and it also roared like a dinosaur. Remember that? Came out of the water. Roar! What the fuck? My one biggest, I guess, conflict with the fear of sharks. If I'm out on the water, I'm afraid of sharks. When I'm not on the water, I'm not afraid of sharks anymore.
Right.
Because you know,
Yeah.
I'm not in your living room, so I'm not worried about it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So the Demigorgon for me would be a little bit scarier because, don't get me wrong, like you, I was a kid when I saw Jaws. That scared the piss out of me.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. I didn't take a bath for a month, but that's another issue. But yeah, so I just know I don't like either one of them, but I would say that to me the Demigorgon wins out a little bit just because he's here and he can.
Yeah, he
snatch
can't
you
come
up.
get me in your garage.
Yeah,
Jaws can't come get me in the garage.
yeah, and then if he does come and get you in the garage and he drags you back down, then not only do you have the Demogorgon or a few Demogorgons floating around down there, but you've also got like that fucking Mind Flayer thing that's like,
yeah.
nope, thanks, no, You got all kinds of shit down there just waiting to fuck your world up.
I'm with you.
So, all right, Demogorgon wins.
All right, Demogorgon's got it.
All right, now the semifinals. Semifinal 1, Pennywise versus the Thing. This becomes a tough fight.
I know.
It does. So we got two extraterrestrials.
Let's jump over to the other one. Let's save that one. Jason versus the Demogorgon. This is tough too, because Jason.
It's got the same problem too of.
Jason's just classic.
Yeah.
And scared the hell out of me. But.
And he's fucking gruesome.
Yeah.
yeah. And he's just, what do you do against him? You try to fight him, you shoot him, whatever, he keeps on coming. You know?
Hope for the best.
It starts the meme of like, you can't think he's dead and walk away, because when you turn around, he won't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the first monsters or enemies in a movie that taught me that. Him and Michael Myers was like, they keep fucking coming.
Yep.
You know? So, and
no matter how far you run, they're just around the corner.
Right.
Yeah, they're walking, and there's a Robot Chicken meme for that.
Is there?
A little skit they did where the people are running, and like you see him like he's just walking, and then like when the people turn their back and run away, he like books it into the woods, gets on a bike, and he's like hauling ass down, and then like they turn around and he's like off the bike again, he's just walking behind them again. Yeah.
That's
so it's funny. But now, speaking of booking it though, did you guys see like what was it, the 2010 or whatever the fuck, the remake, or like the reboot remake, whatever it was? I forget who was in it. I want to say it was what's his name from Supernatural. But anyway, somebody is in the more current one. That like he's going to find his sister or some shit like that. I forget what the fuck it is. But in this one, and it kind of combines 1 and 2, right? Or it gives you like a quick prelim of 1 and then picks up. Kind of did like what Halloween just did, right? This going back a few years ago. And I was hoping they would kind of continue on with this one because he is hauling ass after these people. Like he's not just walking like he's booking it through these woods, and like he'll take like a few running leaps and like fucking launch his machete across the goddamn woods and impale somebody with it. It was ridiculous, the shit this guy was doing.
That was 2009.
Yeah, so that was close.
There is another one coming, Friday the 13th reboot from LeBron James moving forward.
Yeah,
After the success
of
Halloween, Jason could finally be heading back to theaters.
I heard it, yeah. I think I read about that, or I at least heard of it. They had me all the way up to LeBron James. I don't know. So, unless they're going to actually kill him in the movie. This asshole. Anyway, I don't know. So, hopefully it'll be good. Again, don't root for nothing to do bad. I want it to be good. I like Jason. I want him to come back and do something good. But yeah, that last one, 2009, it was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was Friday the 13th, But they did a good job with it. And he was moving quicker than normal. And that's like, it was funny too, because watching, I think I took the kids to see it. Because they were, I took the older kids. Not Noah, he wasn't even here yet. When we went to go see it, when he first starts like hauling ass through the woods, somebody in the theater was like, "Holy shit!" It was like, "Oh my god!" Because it's like people that grew up with him just like creeping around,
right?
Yeah. So all right. So I think I'd give this one to Jason.
I would too.
All right.
Yeah, Jason.
We've got concurrence.
All right. Hang on. Let's see if I can. I got any knuckles to crack. Pennywise versus the Thing.
All right, so we got two extraterrestrials, both of which can sort of change their form in some creepy ways.
Yeah, this would be very, very interesting. An actual fight between the two would be pretty interesting.
Well, I think we probably shouldn't go here yet, and we should just do a fight thing. But
yeah, we'll save it for later.
I would think the Thing has little to no fear of anything, and Pennywise is not going to have shit to do because he's going to be like, "What are you scared of?"
Yeah. If it's a physical fight, I think the Thing wins because he's not afraid. It's not afraid of anything. It's just there to consume and take over. Now, from our ground rules, what scared us more? Well, yeah, The Thing scared the hell out of me just because it was a freaky looking fucking movie. To me, that's all it was. Both versions of Pennywise fucked me up. Or I should say all three, because go back to, like, I read the book, like, years and years ago when it first came out. And I've read it a few times, and I keep picking up little things out of it, right? The first one with Tim Curry, while he was more of a little jokey, whatever, here and there, he was creepy and like kind of fucked me up in a weird way because like he was unsettling because like he would be doing just stupid shit, but you knew you were supposed to be afraid of him, and there was something like in the subconscious of the way they filmed that movie or the TV special, whatever, that they just made you afraid of him. And the new one, fuck it, they knocked that thing out of the park.
From the first picture of the new one, you're like, that's a scary ass clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It terrified me to the point I was like, you remember all those clowns from a few years ago that were popping up in the public on the streets?
Right,
right.
I was like, please, for the love of God, don't let these assholes start again. Because I was convinced they were going to start again because of this movie. And they didn't. But I was waiting because I was like, I'm going to seriously go on like a clown killing rampage. Because fuck that. No, people filming them. What are you doing, clown? And they're fucking chasing them. No, shoot that motherfucker. He brought that upon himself.
Right. When you decide to dress as a clown and go outside and try to scare me.
Yeah. Fuck that. So, Pennywise just, I don't know, he does it for me.
Yeah, he's also, it's more psychological, right? Where the Thing is just like a freaky creature that's coming for you. Pennywise is like hunting you, especially if you're a kid.
Yeah, and he figures out what your base fear is, and he becomes it.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So not only are you going to die, but you're going to die after you pissed yourself.
And clowns are just like, he's so creepy that it makes other clowns that aren't even trying to be creepy be creepy. Like, you look at like Pennywise, the first one, and this one, and the whole sort of rampant growth of creepy clowns.
Yes.
And you go to a place where they just have clown stuff, and they don't even mean the clown to be scary. You're looking at like, okay, now I'm creeped out by clowns.
Yeah. Tim Curry ruined clowns for me.
Yeah.
Like you ever go to someone's house for a birthday party and they hired a clown? You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
What kind of sociopath are you?
Yeah.
Or you're a magician or something.
And you never keep your eyes off that clown. You never take your eyes off that clown because like, I know you're messed up.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder if it had anything to do with there's like a phobia of clowns, that's become more prominent or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's called coulrophobia.
Coulrophobia?
I don't know how to say clown in Latin. You say it.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, the fear of clown. I wonder if it had anything to do with that because
clowns
aren't inherently.
Coulrophobia, the fear of Tim Curry. Correct. Yeah, sure. Coulrophobia. That sounds. Yeah. No, fuck that.
Oh, it's not even from Greek clowns. Look at the Greek word for Greek word for stilt walkers.
Jesus Christ.
Which is cologne. Yeah, cologne. Colon.
Yeah, there you go. Because he's an ass.
He's an ass.
Oh yeah, we forgot all about Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a restaurant downtown. Have you ever been down on Bumby, downtown Orlando? It's called Beefy King.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's really good.
It sounds like something out of a Tarantino movie, doesn't it?
It's
Now that's a tasty burger.
It's been there for like 50 or 60 years. It's roast beef sandwiches and tater tots.
I have seen it. Okay.
Yeah, the place is great. Anyway, their decor, they have these like clowns hanging from the roof, like on swings and stuff. Like they're probably like, I don't know, what is that? A foot tall, something like that. This is a foot.
He did the Irish measurement.
Yeah.
That's a foot.
That's what she said. Anyway,
for those of you playing the audio only game, it was about 3 inches.
They're in like the corners of stuff and just kind of hanging from different places in the ceiling.
You see, I'll never go in there.
And you go in there and you're just like, that's creeping me out.
Because that's not beef you're eating.
Yeah.
That's human.
Beefy King is people.
That's where the people from the Texas
It's not.
Chainsaw
Beefy King is
Massacre.
awesome.
Yeah, all right. I know. I'm kidding, kind of. If you have clowns up in your place, you're cooking people. Fuck it. All right, so I think Pennywise wins this one.
Yep.
Sorry, just for ruining my fucking childhood. Circuses suck now.
All right, this sets up a really good final. Pennywise versus Jason.
Go ahead. I talked a lot in that one. Go. Because I already defended Pennywise into the next round. So
Yeah. And for all those, I mean, we just stated all the reasons we think Pennywise is the creepiest clown ever, ruined your childhood, ruins every time I have a roast beef sandwich and tater tots, versus sort of the ultimate in original.
I think he was pulling those out of there so we can go into the ones we hadn't opened yet for the bonus fights.
Yeah.
There was a slight method to that madness, but fuck it, whatever. Do whatever you want.
One of the first slasher movie icons of Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on the one hand, Pennywise is a scary fucking clown. On the other hand, Jason killed Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is tough. This is
He
made the old
destroyed
school
Bacon.
made the
That's
old
not
school
right.
hockey mask a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that became a horror prop icon thing too. Like that old school hockey mask, not the new ones.
Yeah.
But the
old round one, yeah.
and
It's funny, too, because the first movie, the first one, it wasn't even him.
Was his mom. Yeah.
It was his mom.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Pamela Voorhees. Spoiler
Pamela
alert.
Voorhees. Second one, he had a sack over his head.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't have the mask.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
mask until
It was
3 or
number
4.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah, number 3, he picked up the hockey mask.
it's interesting because
Yeah.
I think
When you get your iconic look 3 movies into your fucking franchise, that's pretty good.
right.
So again, I'd say if we're transporting back in time here to the 80s, It versus Jason, I would give it to Jason in a heartbeat. For me, I mean, that original clown in It was not that scary. I mean, it was just a clown. It didn't have anything that the new ones do, with with the crazy teeth.
We're going off a body of work too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know. I'm
going back like.
I'm fighting with myself here.
Movies,
with if we're saying, if I was go back to 80s, I'd say, oh, Jason's way scarier. But then if I come forward to now and we've had the whole body of work, like you said, then I say, Pennywise is pretty fucking scary.
If I went back to the 80s, the first couple of movies that I saw Jason in, he scared the hell out of me. But there was just something about Pennywise that just made me. I don't know. He just made me feel not clean. And that was way after I got over my fear of Jaws and bathtubs. I don't know. I got to give this one to Pennywise.
I'm okay with that. I don't have any objections, really. It sucks to kill off the slasher who has killed more people in movies than any other slasher in any other horror movie, I think. He has 160 some kills under his belt between, I don't even know how many movies there are, 9, 10?
9 or 10, yeah.
Pennywise comes back every 27 years. How many kills does he have?
Yeah, and he stalks some little fucking kids, and then when he comes back, he stalks the same fucking people that are 20,
that one time,
30 years old. I know.
Usually he's killing off everybody. They got the better of him that one time. Of course, flip it over to the physical fight, though. I just think it'd be really funny for Jason to be, stalking after Pennywise, and Pennywise just becomes like a bucket of fucking water.
Yeah.
That is true. Jason does have a fear that you can exploit.
Yeah. He literally becomes Crystal Lake. He turns the Barrens into Crystal Lake and just watch Jason freak the fuck out.
I am okay with however this turns out, because I think this is a good final. I'm okay if Jason wins it. I'm okay if Pennywise wins it.
Jesus Christ, are we seriously going to flip a fucking coin on this one?
No, we're not going to flip a coin.
No.
You know what?
You said Jason, and he doesn't know what the
Jason has bad bodies of work. Pennywise doesn't have
That's
any
true.
yet.
There are no bad It movies.
Yeah, there you go.
There is a Jason in Space and a Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
Although the rocker chick in Jason Takes Manhattan, oof. That was right around the time I was in the middle of puberty, I think. Or maybe just after. But wow, she was hot. For the 2 seconds that you see her screaming on screen. But she was hot. There you go. That's
creepy
old,
clown.
that's old man brain for you.
Creepy.
I remember the
I
random
can live with a
chick.
creepy clown winning this whole thing.
All right, Pennywise.
Pennywise it is.
You are the winner of the 2019 Monster Mash. Pennywise. I don't have a random song for Pennywise, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Just play the ice cream truck music or something.
All right, let's go a one-on-one sort of undercard match from what we've got left over.
Let's see what's left over.
Let's see. Eric's got...
I've got Pumpkinhead.
All right, no, we're doing like straight fights now. Fuck it.
No. Are we doing fights?
We can do whatever.
We're doing head-to-head fights.
We can do both.
No, nothing can kill the fucking Pumpkinhead.
Dracula.
Ah.
The OG of monsters.
Okay,
That's
so the only way to kill Pumpkinhead is to kill the person that summoned him in the first place. That's what you learn in the first movie. Dracula can easily kill a human. So
Dracula doesn't kill him. He turns him into a fucking vampire and makes him a slave. Now he controls fucking Pumpkinhead too. Jesus.
All right, I've got.
All right, Dracula, you've got it.
I've got the Reaper from Blade 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. Another vampire.
Yeah, and I've got Lubin the Leprechaun. All right, so Lubin has like magic.
Get the fuck off of me.
He can do crazy shit, but I don't know. The Reaper is freaky as fuck.
Yeah, Reaper is freaky.
That's the vampire whose face splits open, right?
What are we doing with Jeepers Creepers, Predator, the Demogorgon, and the Reaper? They all got the faces splitting open.
Yeah.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know. Maybe that's
Surprised
just
we
scary
didn't
to people.
Yeah, that's what we find scary.
Yeah, split faces.
Man, in a head-to-head fight, I don't know. Lubin's pretty conniving and he does bizarre shit. I don't.
In a head-to-head fight, I think the Reaper would think he won.
How does the Reaper have to be staked in the heart? I actually forget how that works.
Sure, I have no fucking
Beheaded,
idea.
maybe?
Yeah, I think it was beheaded.
I don't know. The original couple of Leprechaun movies were pretty scary. But they kind of like, to me, I lump them in with like, especially later, like they're even worse than like Jason Goes to Space. I mean, there's Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh, I didn't.
Well,
see
yeah,
it.
they
Leprechaun
definitely
in the
get
Hood
ridiculous.
It jumped the shark.
Leprechaun in Space.
But to be fair, Blade
he was in
Blade
Space and the Hood.
Blade's just an action movie, though. I mean, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I give it to
Yeah.
Lubin just because the first one scared the hell out of me, and he was chasing around Jennifer Aniston, pre-Friends, nose job.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston, but he was chasing her around in a little skirt, and watching Jennifer Aniston run around freaking out for her life was nice, but I was scared for that poor girl.
Yeah.
All right, we're giving it to Lubin then.
All right.
In the Hood or otherwise.
John
I'm glad you slowed down on that one and pronounced your words, because we're giving it to Lube. Jesus. Go ahead.
Alien.
I got Freddy.
All right, like xenomorph alien, like the original
From the Alien
chest
yeah,
popper.
Yeah.
Like
Big mouth,
face
little
inside
mouth
of a
comes out of
face.
the yeah.
So yeah, it's just the
face
same.
hugger and all that sexual
This is
innuendo.
the same as sort of Predator.
First Alien scared me.
Yeah.
The chest bursting shit was new. The face egg layers. There's so many things that are like
Acid blood.
Acid blood that were sort of new to the industry. Like what the fuck? And that one where they're on the prison complex, dude. I don't know why, but that one really freaked me out. That one was like not freaked me out, but I actually got some jump scares out of that one. With like the alien and the steam thing running at him and coming down the hallways, and it's like. You don't even know what's coming, and all of a sudden it's sticking upside down on the ceiling. Like I think they did a really good job
We're dead meat, man.
putting the jump scares into that
Game
one.
over, man. Dude, yeah, but you know what?
But Freddy, of course,
Freddy
classic.
fucking Krueger.
Yeah,
okay.
in your fucking
He's
dreams.
gonna come get you in your
Yeah.
goddamn dreams.
Yep.
No, fuck that. It's Freddy.
Yeah, it's Freddy.
Freddy
No, it
was
is
a
Freddy.
fight.
Yeah.
It is Freddy. It's just it's a bad draw for Freddy. Sorry, Freddy.
Put on my street.
Yeah. There it is. Hang on.
I love this song.
I did it.
We better not owe Will Smith money.
Yeah, well, after Gemini Man bombs, he's probably going to come after us.
What's the most freaky part in any Freddy movie that you remember?
Jesus. Well, the first one, because it was straight horror, right?
Yeah.
He grew into his own as a campy, where you actually started rooting for him to kill people.
Right. Yeah.
You wanted to see the interesting kills. That first one, the very first kill, fucking blew my mind because after the movie, I was sitting there trying to figure out. I was like, that was a really cool scene with the girl up on the ceiling getting cut up.
Yep.
Because he was in her dream and like he was skewing her up on the ceiling and shit. But just the whole him on the floor and her, and I was too young to comprehend the rotating room that they would use in that special effects. I was like, how the fuck did they do that? But that scene itself just fucking floored me.
Yeah.
And there was all kinds of shit in there that was just like, when Nancy's asleep in class and she kind of wakes up and she sees Tina's body walking or kind of floating away, and she goes to chase after her and bumps into the one girl, and the girl's like, "No running in the halls, Nancy."
Yeah.
Oh shit! Please, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a scary movie. But yeah, it becomes Fred. What's the one-liner he's going to give either right before or right after the kill? Like, right? You pan to him and he'd make a joke, and
Yeah. It was Dream Warriors when he picks up the little blonde girl and he's the TV. He's like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch." Right. He slams her into the TV. No, we can make a whole show just on fucking Nightmare on Elm Street memes and movies. And
right.
Shit. Probably will.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but that one episode where that chick's in the gym lifting weights or whatever, and Freddy pops in there, and then he like pushes on the weight, and her elbows start to split open, and ends up she's in like a roach motel or whatever.
Yeah.
That fucking freaked me out, man. That scene was really creepy.
Yeah, the backstory they give him, the bastard
son of a
thousand maniacs. Yeah. I'm stuttering. I can't do it. Everything about him scared the hell out of me. The first, like even when it was campy and funny, he's still kind of like, fuck. How do you stop somebody in your dream?
Right.
You're eventually just gonna fall asleep and he's gonna get you.
Yeah.
So Freddy, and they keep talking. You always see there's an article that kind of comes around every now and again. They keep saying like, Robert Englund says he's got like one more he'll do. But then, like, when you read it, it's like some, like, cameo he's going to do somewhere else.
Yeah, because he's 60 or 70 by now. So he should have been.
Like, the remake they tried to do wasn't bad, but it was... You can't... That's the problem with getting someone like Robert Englund. You can't... he was Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
You can't... You have to wait, like, 20 fucking years, wait for him to be dead, and wait for most of the people who used to love it to be old and gone. I don't know. And then you can do it again. People are like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough one. I love Freddy. All right. Remember Freddy's Nightmares, the TV show?
Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry, this is driving you crazy, isn't it?
it's like Tinny when it's not coming through the
thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's not working right. We'll have to play around with that. We might just have to get a new cord or some shit. I got Pyramid Head.
Leatherface.
Oh,
Jesus.
Ooh. So that could be actually a really good battle.
See, the problem with Leatherface is, like, while he scared the hell out of me, it was his whole fucking family that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the granddad that they had to put someone's finger in his mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole creepy.
Weird and creepy.
Yeah, Leatherface is ultimately a bitch that just does whatever he's told by his family. And without his family, he's kind of like,
Yeah. But the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the whole thing is creepy. Like, the way it's shot, all of it's creepy. Even the parts where, like, they're just in the van kind of going on that, whatever the road trip they're on. Like, the whole thing's kind of spooky.
It's really fucked up. Yeah. It is. The whole thing is fucking creepy.
Did Rob Zombie remake it? Who remade it?
Somebody remade it. And the first remake, I think, was good. And then there was another one where they did, where, like, the girl was, like, his cousin or some shit like that. I forget. She was somehow related to him, and so they basically made a hero out of Leatherface.
Yeah.
Which, ironically, watching the movie and taking it away from, like, the original that was scary as hell, it wasn't actually a half bad movie. I'd have to watch it again and kick myself for that, probably, but it was decent enough. And then to kind of make him, like, to turn it around to, like, your point of, like, he's just kind of there when it's not his family telling him what to do. When he's after her and, like, she lets him know, hey, I'm your fucking cousin, and these people are manipulating you and blah blah blah, whatever, and he turns on them for her. And there is, like, a moment in there where you're like, oh, that's kind of cool, but other than that, Leatherface is Leatherface.
Yeah,
I think he's scared. Pyramid Head, that was what, Silent Hill?
Silent Hill, yeah. It's the one with the gigantic sword. And,
yeah.
It was Michael Bay who produced, by the way, for we were talking about the remake for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one with Jessica Biel.
Yes, Jessica Biel. Yeah. Hey, there you
go. Yeah. That was
old man voting again.
Michael Bay who did that, which of course he did one of the Transformers movies.
All of the Transformers.
All of them,
except for Bumblebee. and he was still like a producer on that in name only because they had to.
And then director was Marcus Nispel. He apparently directed Conan the Barbarian. I don't know the name though. I don't recognize the name. Oh, assistant director on National Treasure. Throw that fucking movie in the garbage.
Oh, well, there you go. So all right, Pyramid Head. Anybody
Silent Hill was legitimately scary. I don't know about Pyramid Head specifically, but Silent Hill was legitimately scary. The way that they... Actually, you know what? Playing the game, though, is almost a necessity to really get fucked up by the movie.
Yeah.
Because when you play that game and you've got that constant little, like, crackle noise in the background and that music that pops up at the moments, right? When you hear that in the movie and you know something's coming, anybody that hasn't played the game doesn't understand. Right. Because you would hear that, playing the game, you would hear that sound for, like, 20 fucking minutes and you'd be all super cautious and shit, like, what's about to happen? But, you know, they can't do that in the movie. They gotta speed it up for time effect, but but yeah, Silent Hill is pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, I'd probably give scary overall to Silent Hill just
for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know about Pyramid Head. Like the nurses too in Silent Hill.
Yeah,
the ones that are like light activated or sound activated.
The mildly sexy dead nurses
with no faces. Don't they have no faces? Yeah.
That's very attractive.
What does that say about you?
No mouth, huh? Oh shit! I went to a dark place on that one.
I don't want. I got Michael Myers here. Has anybody got a matchup?
Yeah, one of him. Oh, Pinhead.
Oh
wow!
Jesus.
You know what? So, Pinhead is much scarier to me. I think He does so much fucked up shit with like flaying people's skin off and those fucking hooks that come out of nowhere and tear shit off people. And then it got even crazier when it went into the later. What was it, Hellraiser 3? Where
don't worry, he went to space too.
Well, yeah, I know it gets ridiculous
it was a
too.
Thing.
Everybody goes to space.
Everybody goes to space at one point.
Isn't Hellraiser
Pinhead, Jason, the Leprechaun, the fucking Muppets?
Yeah.
Hellraiser 3, didn't he start making new Cenobites instead of fucking people up?
There was
and
one
there
dude that was like
disc head and
CDs
camera head and
I
don't know what the hell they're called,
but the original ones like Butterball and Chomper and the female, they were scary as fuck.
Yeah, they were. Oh, Chomper, yeah, he didn't talk right. He just
because his
lips were all
Michael Myers is sort of relentless killer, but the mask gives him that sort of remorseless face. But yeah, he doesn't flay people's skin off. I mean, you do get killed, but it's usually just a stabbing or...
Yeah, it's nothing gruesome and crazy.
Right.
I mean, there's like one scene, I don't know if it was Hellraiser 1 or 2, where he picks that person up and then like peels the skin off of them. They're right outside the box. It's before Pinhead has come out of the statue or whatever. It's in like upper floor of a club. It was like some girl that the guy had just had sex with, and he was bringing it, right? And he like peels all the skin off her body or whatever.
That,
oh, dude, it was so fucking creepy.
All right, there's 3 left.
Pinhead wins. Yeah, because I had 2 of the creeper in there.
Okay.
All right, you know what? Let's do a triple.
Oh, it's a 3-way?
3-way.
It's a 3-way for the final.
Can we never say that again with the 3 of us in the same room? Carrie.
Oh, Carrie. Oh.
Samara.
I got Mummy, Scorpion King, whatever.
Oh, shit. No, Samara.
Samara, I think that's an easy one.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Samara wins. Holy shit.
She's kind of the introduction of the stringy-haired Japanese creepster.
That was the first one that were like, hey, Americans, check this shit
genre,
out.
Right. And then this had been a thing in Japan for like decades before it came here,
Yeah.
Well, and they do it different, too, because in Japan, they don't show the faces ever, right? It's just this creepy hair.
Like you'll see the eye or some shit.
Nothing skin, But then they went full on and made this a girl. Now, the premise of The Ring is really, in some respects, it's really ridiculous, right? Like, she put it on a VHS to, like, get people in 7 days. Like, where did all this shit come from? It's just like
some weird video. Have you actually watched the entire video, though, that's on there? Because, like when you get the DVD, you have the movie, and then, like, you know, in your extras, you have the video from the movie.
Oh, really?
That people watch, and then she comes out. That shit's weird.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's weird shit in what you see on the show.
And it's fucking, and it's funny too because you get so focused. Like I was watching it on a screen on board a ship with headphones in, So you get the little like shh, and then it starts, right? And you do the whole thing like with the well, blah blah blah, whatever. And it does the woman brushing her hair and weird shit, and goes blah 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 all the way through all this shit, and then it finally ends with the little static shh, and it hangs on it. And for a split second, you forget where the fuck you are, and you're like, I gotta shut this shit off. Samara fucked me up. And from a psychological point of view too, like when you see like the people she kills, they only flash on them briefly, you know, but you would never have an open casket. Because those people are fucked up. I don't know what the hell she does to them.
That's actually an interesting... Yeah, exactly. That's an interesting concept because they don't do it in many other movies. You never see them die. They always die off screen.
Yeah.
You know it's about to happen. Something's going down and they're dead. But
yeah, Samara easily wins that one for me. Again, you know, for the old man vote side of things too, when they went to Ring 2, apparently they had like a grown woman trying to play her as a little girl or whatever. But when you like look up the actress that played her, whoo! Yeah, she's a good looking woman.
Isn't there a scene? Is this the movie I'm thinking? But there's a scene where something happens to somebody's eyeball in that movie.
Yeah, I think
that creeped the shit out of me.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I forget what, but yes, I think you're right. All right, yeah. So there you go. Wow. All right. Well, we fleshed that one out to an hour.
Yeah. Good fights.
There you go. It's definitely not 2 episodes, but it's there you go. So the official winner of the 2019 Monster Mash is Pennywise the Dancing Fucking Clown. Yay!
Yeah.
We'll see if we can't do another one of these next year. We'll maybe find a way to switch it up. Otherwise, I think this kind of stands on its own and just kind of. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll just be arguing the same shit over and over again. Well, we'll see. We'll find other ways to do something like this with maybe like science fiction or whatever other movies. We'll do a similar round robin fight thing. So so there you go. Pennywise, congratulations, you're the winner. Please leave us alone. And you guys let us know what you think. If anybody should have beaten somebody else, or if you think we're wrong, which most of you always do. So comment, let us know. Jump on our Facebook page, like us, so we'll give you a shout out on here. And check out Eric's Fight Club that he started on Facebook. and vote. Let us know. Got a few more days before Halloween, and we can tally up some more votes. All right, I think that's about it for this one. Check us out on whatifgeeks.com, whatifgeeks@gmail.com, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything else. Yep. All right. Good night, Tony.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Ann.